Hello, and welcome to video number 2. To begin, I want to talk about our whats and our whys to life. Before we take steps to change anything in our lives, we must know where we are and why. This is so important. I know, this seems pretty simple, right? But why do so many of us fail to do this? So many of us have a hard time in our life and continue to have a hard time in our life because we run around frantically trying to fix something and we don't even know why we're doing it. We label something in our life as a problem, but forget to acknowledge the what and the why of the problem. We keep layering and covering over and over, thinking, this will make me feel better. This will fix this problem. This will make it better. But in reality, all this stuff only works for a little bit. Only until we're on to the next layer and cover-up idea. It's a never-ending rabbit chase for some. For example, since I'm a nurse, let's talk about antidepressants. Does Zoloft, Prozac, Celexa, or Paxil ring a bell to you? Antidepressants are some of the most prescribed and abused drugs in our world today. Don't get me wrong, they can be used effectively, but there's a difference between you using the drug and the drug using you. To help deepen your understanding, I want to make up a guy and give you an example of this. Let's make up a guy named Gary. Gary is a 50-year-old newly divorced man who is highly successful at his accounting job. He works very long hours, which is one of the biggest reasons why his wife left him. Together, they had 2 kids who are now teenagers. Both actually just recently decided to move in with their mother, who lives about 2,000 miles away. Gary rarely exercises. He eats McDonald's every day for lunch when he's at work, and probably gets 4 to 5 hours of sleep each night, and has taken Prozac every day since the death of his mother 6 months ago. Learning from his father and grandfather, Gary tries to hold himself well. He never argues, cries, or confronts others for his needs. He tells himself, I better just hold it in. It'll make it way easier. I can get over this, or I can take care of this all by myself. Gary, actually, he just bought a brand new convertible thinking this would make him feel better, and maybe his kids would want to move back in with him. A couple weeks go by, and still no kids. And then all of a sudden, Gary gets this slightly weird feeling inside. He's more on edge, and he's just more anxious. He starts to get back pain, and it's never hurt like this before. And then he finally admits to himself he's having occasional suicidal thoughts. Out of fear and discomfort, he makes an appointment with his doctor. Gary goes to his doctor and says, Doctor, that Prozac you gave me, it's been working the last couple of weeks, but all of a sudden, this last week, it's not working at all. My back hurts, I can't sleep, and I can't focus worth a darn. The doctor looks at Gary. He says, no problem, Gary. We can increase that Prozac dosage and that should help you. Gary says, all right, but while you're at it, can you give me something for this god-awful back pain? The doctor then gets a disturbed feeling inside as he looks at Gary, and he goes, Gary, has anything else happened to you since the death of your mother? Are you more stressed than usual, or have you done anything to hurt yourself lately? Gary shakes his head, and he says, no, Doc, I'm fine, just this pain, the same old, same old. Then the doctor replies back to Gary, all right, if you say so. What I can do for your pain is I can write you a prescription for some Percocet. That should help with it right away. Is there anything else I can do to help you today, Gary? Gary shakes his head no, and he leaves the clinic off to go get his newly prescribed drugs. Gary takes his drugs, and as a couple days go by, he starts to feel a little better. But he still has something inside that's saying something is wrong. Gary thinks, oh, what can I do now? And then he gets, I got it. I'll get a promotion at work. I know I'll feel better. This will fix this rut I'm in. Maybe my kids will decide to finally move back in with me. And heck, maybe my wife will want me back. That should do it. And there Gary goes, round and round. Learning from our imaginary friend Gary, what can we learn? If we go around with no foundation or firm reasoning, we will always feel confused, disturbed, and uncomfortable. If we don't know where we are right now in this moment, how do you expect we'll know how to get where we want to go? We must bring awareness to where we are now, physically, emotionally, and mentally. We have to stop running from or avoiding the truth. We must find the true cause, the true why behind our pain, the true why behind our problems, and the true why behind our discomfort. When we expose these whys, that is when we'll know where we want to go and gain insight on how to get there. This is called discovering our why. So, in order to do this, we need to answer some very important questions. I want to guide us through a deep meditative session. It will be the foundation of what makes up our time together, and it will discover our whys. To limit distraction, I will change the screen from me talking to something peaceful as we do this. You can keep your eyes open or closed, whichever you prefer, but I highly recommend closing them. I also recommend being in a comfortable, quiet place where there's no distractions and noise is limited. If you want, turn off or dim the lights, light a candle. I just ask you sit in a comfortable position and be in a place where you can focus solely on what we're doing. What you're going to put into this is what you're going to get out of it. If your focus and intentions are not in this, then you won't get the full benefit out of this. I say this and I recommend all this because I want the very best for you. So like I said, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to consider and reflect on. And then when we're done, you will have time to write down whatever you feel your heart is telling you to. This will be fun. Relax. Take a deep breath. And remember, be open and let whatever comes up flow. Let us now begin. First, sit up straight and take a deep breath. Relax your body as you prepare to answer these questions. Feel the tension in your body. And then with each breath, let go of it. Feel your body relax. Why are you watching this video right now? Why are you doing this and not something else? What made you want to watch these? What were you hoping to gain, dissolve, or fix by watching these videos? Quietly say your answer out loud. Why are you watching this right now? What are you hoping to gain? Keep saying it and continue to keep your body relaxed. Good. Now, take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. I want you to think about something else. What is great in your life right now? What right now in your life is amazing, beautiful, good, incredible. Go ahead, say it out loud. What's great in your life right now? What else is great? Keep thinking and saying things that are great in your life. We all know what is missing and what we don't want in our lives. So say that out loud. What is missing in your life? What do you not want? What is preventing you from getting what you want? What is in your way? What is stopping you? Is it another person, a habit, an emotion, a fear? What's holding you back from health, healing, and happiness? What is holding you back? Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. What is causing your pain? What is causing all your pain? When you got it, say it out loud. What is causing your pain? Say it out loud. From what you've just said, what are you willing to commit to doing that would end your suffering and improve your quality of life? What would you be willing to do to gain happiness, love, and healing? What would you be willing to do? What would you do? What needs to happen? What would make you feel better? What would bring you peace? Go ahead, silently say it out loud to yourself. What needs to happen? Good. Now let's take a step further. What would your life look, feel, and be like if it was the way you wanted it to be? What would it be like to have and live a completely healed, amazing life? How would you know if you were healed or not? What would have to happen? Say it out loud. Good. Now for this part, if your eyes aren't closed, please close your eyes. Put a soft, gentle smile on your face. And put your hands softly on your heart. Take a deep breath and feel the air expand your chest. That is you. Feel as if what you desire has already been done. Through the course of these videos and our time together, get ready to expose it. Have faith while holding your hands to your heart. Feel your heart beating and your chest expand as you breathe. Hold it, knowing everything you desire is inside you. It's time to expose it and experience it now. We don't need to create anything new together or fix you. You are not broken. We just need to uncover, nurture, and free what is inside you. Take one final deep breath with hope and confidence. Now gently and slowly, when you are ready, slowly open your eyes. How do you feel? If you have a journal, pen, and paper, take this time to write down your experience. Why did you invest in these videos? What were you hoping to gain? What's great in your life right now? But what is missing in your life? What has prevented you from getting what you want? What would a magnificent quality of life look like to you? How would you have to feel? What would life have to be like? You have just completed one of the very first steps into healing. And that step is becoming aware. Together, we have brought to the surface what is causing your pain and your struggles. What is stopping you? What you don't want and what you want. Amazing job. It's time now to lay down the stepping stones to get you where you want to go. See you in the next video, my friend.